well, congratulations on ARQ. I watched it the other night.
Thank you.
Wow, it's unbelievable. And
thanks.
I know you're probably getting a lot of the same questions and stuff, but wow, to do something over and over, and yes, the loops grow, but to mimic everything that you do when you have, like, how challenging was this project for you as an actor?
I love time loop movies. Like, I'm a huge Groundhog Day fan. I love Edge of Tomorrow. I thought it was hugely underrated. I was excited when I read the script. You know, Tony Elliott, our writer-director, he put together a lookbook that I loved, and I read the script cover to cover in one sitting. I was just like, this is awesome. Yeah. I'm excited about it. You know, my worry when I first read it was, okay, am I going to know where everything's going?
Right.
Because I've seen Groundhog Day, because I've seen Edge of Tomorrow, I'm like, what's going to separate this? And he found those moments to change things and to make it its own. Tony's incredibly smart, and he wanted it to be grounded and feel real, and really more of the science part of the science fiction. Like, if a time loop could happen, why would it happen? How did it happen? And that's what really pulled me in. That, and I'm a huge Tom Cruise fan, so getting to do my own Edge of Tomorrow was kind of a huge thing.
Well, I think he would enjoy this.
I hope so.
I really do. I think it's so cool. Are you like a sci-fi geek?
I am.
You like that kind of stuff?
I am. But I prefer grounded sci-fi. With that being said, I loved Deadpool. I love the Marvel movies. I love DC movies. I'm on a DC show. I get it. I love that side of things. But my favorite movie, one of my favorite movies in the last couple of years, is Ex Machina.
Yes.
And it won visual effects, which was amazing because it's not this $200 million, throwing people through buildings. It's grounded sci-fi that I think tricks your brain a lot easier. Like, you're looking at it and you're going, wow, that looks so real. Yeah. I think people are getting a little numb to the hurling a superhero through a skyscraper. It's cool, but I don't think people are buying it anymore. Yeah. Whereas the Ex Machina thing, you're just like, oh my, like, that looks unbelievable.
It was a great movie.
Yeah,
no question about it. Why was Tony the best guy for this? I mean, he wrote and directed and stuff. But,
sure.
He's got a good background. I mean, listen, that guy wrote a couple seasons of Orphan Black, one of my favorite shows.
Sure.
So he knows what's going on there. What was it like to work with him, and why was he the best guy for this?
Well, I mean, like I said, I love the script he wrote. It really spoke to me, and then we had a great Skype call, and we hit it off, and I liked what he had to say, and then I just kind of crossed my fingers, and luckily he liked me for the role. I had watched one of his short films called Entangled.
Yep. Very,
very, very cool concept, and he delivered on it, and that's when I was just kind of like, all right, this is the guy, I'm going to trust him. And I don't think we argued once on set about something.
That's nice.
We were very much on the same page. We were both looking to make the same movie. We had to keep track of what my character was supposed to know and not know, because you can't shoot it chronologically. We only had 19 shooting days. Wow. It's not this huge movie. It's we had a couple $1 million and built the house on one soundstage.
Amazing.
So we really had to do our homework. I read the script, probably 10 or 11 times, and each week I would look at what we were shooting, and I'd figure out what I knew on what day. And luckily, Tony and Rachel, the female lead, and our script supervisor, we were all very on top of what we were supposed to and not supposed to know.
That's cool. So I just want to know now that when you wake up in the morning, do you avoid setting your alarm to 6:16?
I don't want to get up at 6:16 anyway. That's too early for me. I'm not a morning person. I used to have the same thing with the song from Groundhog Day. But I would probably look twice if I looked over at my phone and it was 6:16.
Yeah, that would freak you out, I would think.
A little bit.
Like,
especially if I woke up from a nightmare, I'd be like, okay, let's just watch the bedroom door for a second.
Right. Make sure nobody busts in. Yeah. Absolutely. What is it with you? The thing we were just talking off camera about Netflix. I think Netflix is the greatest invention ever. I really do.
They're a powerhouse right now too. I mean, they're putting out some of the best.
Like original stuff.
Oh, some of the best stuff, and I love that we're releasing it all at once. Here you go. But not only that, I mean, they've now got that $100 million David Ayer movie with Will Smith and Joel Edgerton.
That's amazing.
They're taking huge swings.
Yeah.
this was really interesting. You know, not all the time, but sometimes a studio can butt heads with the people making the movie, and sometimes it's for the better, sometimes it's not. But Netflix almost has this Blumhouse model, I would use as an example. Like Jason Blum makes these horror movies, and they're like $2 to $3 million movies, and some of them work and some of them don't. But the ones that do make like $200 million, so they offset the ones that don't. And you know, he doesn't get in the way. He lets the filmmaker go and make their movie. On the Netflix one, Netflix had to, or on ARQ, Netflix had to approve myself and Rachel, and the script, and then they were like, okay, go make your movie.
Yeah, amazing.
And you know, I think that really says something about them and about Tony as a filmmaker. But it was just kind of a nice thing to see.
Yeah, we have been seeing you on The Flash, which is so much fun, and you know, you're lucky because you're a character that was resurrected again
A few times.
So we want to know: are we going to be seeing you resurrected again, or what's going on there?
I don't know. I mean, first of all, if you think I die a lot on The Flash, wait till you see ARQ.
That's true.
But I would love to go back. They're family to me over there, that cast. Greg Berlanti, who's the creator writer, is amazing and a good friend. So I would go back whenever they would have me. I couldn't do Legends of Tomorrow because of date conflicts, so they needed to have another Firestorm who could do the entire season. So that was what it came down to. They had to kill me and bring in another one.
Hey, Deathstorm's pretty cool.
Yeah, Deathstorm was super fun.
Like, how much fun is it to play the bad guy?
For me, it was awesome. Part of it was also I knew how bad Danielle wanted to play Killer Frost. She had been waiting for a season and a half.
Yeah.
Deathstorm was just a cherry on top for me. But getting to be with her while she did that whole thing, the makeup, and
cool.
she had been dying to do it. So
it
was great to be a part of it.
Yeah, it's a great show. And then you got another Canadian. You got you worked with Victor Garber and Tom Cavanaugh.
I know.
Hey, come on, we're taking over the world.
They are. They're everything you would hope they would be.
Yeah.
They are just as nice and funny and great guys as they appear to be.
Yeah, no, for sure. I know I've met them both, and they're amazing
fantastic
people. Listen, Godspell is one of my all-time favorite.
My fiance still can't believe that Victor Garber's coming to our wedding.
Wow.
She's like,
he's not officiating?
No.
Come on. He did, Jennifer Garner. And,
I know.
Come on, please.
I know. To be honest with you, I probably just didn't feel close enough to him to ask.
That's okay.
But we've gotten to the point where he probably would have if I had asked.
Probably would have, for sure.
But Italia would have been like, she wouldn't even been looking at me. She'd have been looking at Victor Garber.
We can't have that.
Yeah,
no, we got to stick with the groom.
Yeah.
You got to buy a couple of things I want to ask you. You've got a lot of stuff coming up, and you're going to be working with your cousin.
Yes.
How cool is that?
It's great.
Amazing.
We got a small taste of it on The Flash for that one episode, and we've wanted to work together for a long time. And my friend Jeff Chan, who I've been trying to work with as well, amazing director. He directed our short film, Code 8. He and his writing partner, Chris Pare, put together a phenomenal script. I just read the script last week. It's 120 pages. It is fantastic.
Amazing. And you're going to be shooting here in Toronto.
Yeah, May, June, July in Toronto. Steven's hiatus. The movie just keeps getting bigger and bigger, partly because of how successful the crowdfunding campaign was, partly because of the doors that the short film opened. But we're now looking potentially into the $14-15 million feature range.
Ooh,
and
amazing.
Because of the favors we're pulling with our friends Will and Ryan at Play Fight Visual Effects, who did the entire short film. They're going to do the entire feature.
Good stuff.
And it's going to look, our ideal situation, it's going to look like a $30 million movie like District 9 did when it came out.
Wow. So, good. I look forward to that. Maybe we can come visit you on the set.
Absolutely.
And you got some comedies like with Adam Devine. Like, oh my God, how did you get through the day without laughing all day?
I didn't. I laughed every day. I ruined a few takes. He is unbelievably funny. It's a great movie. It's called When We First Met. It's a time loop movie for Netflix. I am the king of time loop movies on Netflix.
That's okay.
This one's a little different, being a comedy. Yeah. But it was great. Same director as The Duff, Ari Sandel. Yeah. Same producers as The Duff. Some of the same producers as ARQ. Really great people. Had a blast shooting it. Alexandra Daddario is a sweetheart. Shelley Hennig. Really good cast. And I'm not, you know, I'm just like the nice guy in this one. I'm not the bad guy like Flash. I'm not, you know, I'm just like a nice guy. You'd think I would be the villain based on the beginning of the movie, and I'm just like, just a genuinely nice person.